What's up everybody, it's Kyle Claus, and in this video I want to tell you 6 steps that I would take if I did get my $1,200 stimulus check, which I am not going to be able to get because I have made more than $75,000 cutoff, which you need to be able to get your $1,200 stimulus check. So I'm gonna go into the 6 steps. Before I do that, please hit the like button below. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. I would appreciate it very much. And subscribe if you haven't already. Please subscribe. I'm getting notices that a lot of my viewers are not subscribers, so please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It would do me the great pleasure of being able to give you this content. And also, I'm posting pretty much daily, so follow me on Instagram. You'll get other aspects of my life there as well. And right now, I'd like to go into the 6-step process that I would do if I was getting my $1,200 stimulus check, which is not a little measly amount of money. It can get you pretty far if you do the right things with it. So the first thing I would do is open a Robinhood account or some kind of trading account. Now this you can do from following the link below. You will get free stocks, which is great. Who doesn't want free stocks? And you can follow the affiliate link below. I have it linked up for Robinhood. Check that out. Now, if you do want to get a financial advice on that, you can actually pick and choose your level of risk factors that you would want, and you can have a professional be able to choose for you and give you his ideal specifications on what things is the best stocks for you to invest in right now. Now, I have to say, I would do number 2, and the number 2 option on this is pick your own pie. Go into Robinhood, do your own. I would do my own investing. I mean, it's a $1,200 check. I would rather pick out my own stocks that I think are going to increase greatly in the future. We did see just a huge decrease in the stock market. So if you're getting and thinking about starting to get invested in the stock market, now is a great time. I would recommend this, like my previous video I just talked about. I would buy in smaller incremental amounts on just red days that the market is down, because you don't want to be putting all your eggs in one basket and then the market sees a huge decline again in the first or second week of April. You want to buy a small position on red days and hold out to see how you're making out and how the market is doing. I will say that we are much less volatile than we were last week and the week prior to that. So that is what I would do. Pick out maybe your top couple stocks that you are very invested in and that you think are going to make a lot of money in the near future. I mean, you can buy basically like 2 shares of Tesla because it's up $500 right now. It was about $200 a couple months ago, but maybe pick a couple stocks that you think are going to increase and then go with there, pick your own pie. Now, number 3, if you have your own business, I would possibly look at buying ads to invest in my own business. Ads are super cheap right now. I mean, I'm doing it for my Amazon business. They are super, super cheap right now because the first thing that every company did when all of this hit was to move and reduce their ad spend. So right now you're able to do that. If you have an online business, if you have some kind of business that you want to create some online ads, you can definitely buy them cheap right now. So that's one thing I would possibly look at doing with your stimulus check. Now, number 4, if you don't already have one and you have your driver's license, I would look at buying a car. Now, there's a couple cars that, you might have to get something that has like 150,000 miles on it or 100,000 plus, but you can get a car without a car payment. Yes, you will have to buy insurance, but you might not have a car payment, which is amazing. And just having a car that you didn't have before, you can do multiple things with this. Now, yes, you will have to buy insurance with this, you will have to have gas with this, but I think I bought my first car for like $1,000 or like $900. And it had, it had a lot of miles on it, but it got me around for like a good year. And before I had to start putting money into it. So now think about this. Yes, your cars are, you can think about it as like, oh, well, I heard cars are the worst investment. Why would you want to buy a car? Well, don't think of it that way, because what you got to look at it is like, yes, you're buying a car, but this car can get you to do other things, can get you to be able to drive to multiple jobs. Like, what if you can get, 2 or 3 side hustles that you need a car for, delivery services that people need right now. So you might be able to buy this car, which is buy it for a $900 car, tons of miles on it, but be able to get that to make you more money. It's a good investment if you look at it like that. Now, number 5, this is what I would probably 100% do. Become a professional in something. I'll tell you right now, for a lot less than $1,200, you can become a professional real estate agent. And I mean, you only have to be 18 years old and be able to take the courses and pass the test. You can, with doing that, which is a couple $100s for your real estate exam, real estate courses, real estate tests, you can basically help someone else purchase the biggest investment of their entire life possibly. And just by doing that, just by taking the course, you can, this is so much better. And right now, real estate professionals are looked at as an essential job. It's not a, it's like, think of if other people that have tried to do flexible jobs or restaurant business, waitering, bartending, those are all closed up now. There's no bars and restaurants that are open. So you can, with just a couple $100 and a driver's license, or being 18 and a couple $100, you can become a professional real estate agent. And I mean, I did this right when I got done college, because I didn't know what else I wanted to do, and I wanted something flexible that I could pursue or that I could do on the side, while not just having to be a waiter or a bartender, and be able to pursue my acting career and go after my dream as well. And I got this real estate license. Next thing you know, I was working whenever I wanted to. It was exciting to me. It was great to be able to help people find properties and be able to sell someone's property. And you know what you get for a general commission check? The commission checks right now, on average, are about $15,000 to $20,000. So you can, with just a couple $100, become a professional and make $15,000 to $20,000 commission checks. Now, it depends on the price and the area that you're at and the home values, but that's pretty impressive off of just that small investment. Now, number 6, now this might be hard depending on where you're at, but it's definitely a possibility. I would look at possibly using that $1,200 stimulus check to, if you have thought about purchasing real estate and investing and getting into the market, not just being, a renter to not just paying your rent off, and that $1,200 could go away in a couple months' rent or less. To be able to actually use that to purchase real estate. Now, I know you're saying, Kyle, $1,200, can I purchase real estate? Well, actually, you can purchase real estate for a lot less than you really probably think. I know that there are programs out there. You got to be able to talk to a lender, but maybe be able to have that go towards something you already saved and be able to put your first down payment on a property. Now, I know there's some places that you can find single families for $70,000 to $80,000 and be able to put 5% down, or do an FHA program and put 3.5% down. Now, that's close to $5,000. I can tell you for right now, honestly, I put close to $5,000 on my first home purchase, which was a single family in Pottstown, PA, and it was about $75,000 my first purchase. So you can buy that as a primary residence and be able to live in it, and be able to own that property and put down a very small amount of money. Now, another thing to be able to do is, if you are already into you say, Kyle, I'm in a property right now, but you have had the thought of becoming a landlord. Well, if you have any money saved up, you can possibly be able to sell your property, or not even sell your property, just be able to use that stimulus check to buy another property, and you move out of your property that you have now rent that out. Hopefully you can get more than the mortgage and be able to move into a new property. And now you've got a new one you live in as a primary residence, so you can put down a lower down payment and you just rent it out yours, and you're building up equity on that property. The tenants are paying down your mortgage. And ideally, if this is it's a good area, the property's appreciating, and you're getting tax write-offs at the end of the day, more of them, by owning 2 properties now. So now you just, voila, became a landlord. And are a property investor and have investment properties. So those are 6 things that I would do with my stimulus check. If I was able to get one for $1,200, I would definitely look into that. I mean, even I would probably try to do the real estate one, and then be able to sell yourself a property and act as the agent and be able to get a commission on the property that you purchased, which is what I did. I was able to act as my own agent and purchase the property and then get the commission as the buyer's agent for that. And it's even less money and less capital up front. So I really think that the best thing you can do for yourself is one of those 6 things. And I really hope that you are able to get the stimulus check and get something and be able to do something with it. And one of those 6 things is what I would do. And I'm not in your shoes, but I would definitely try to do one of those if one of those sounds good with you. Definitely, again, check out the link below to the Robinhood. And I also have a link to the Acorns, which is great as well. If you have a credit card and you want to possibly do a little recurring payment, it takes the digital change and rolls that all into an investment that you will make as well. And you can also talk to an advisor there and see what your level of risk is, and it'll make an investment for you. And that adds up over time, and you can see what your potential, in 20 years from now, you can see what your potential would be if you add in all these little incremental investments. So definitely check out those links below. Again, if you think this is great advice, please feel free to share it and hit the like button, smash that like button below, please. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so it notifies you of new videos, because I make them pretty much very often right now. And I am looking forward to making more for you. Follow me on Instagram so that you will get other aspects of my life as well. I post there pretty much daily. And other than that, have a great day.